Greg Reynolds to return it. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. It gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll run again with Montgomery. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. It's Montgomery on the counter. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
Goff on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Hold on. Check. Here we go.
They've got a man in motion. 1st down throw from Goff. Able to find Wright. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing again, it's Goff. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football.
You on left.
They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10.
Hey, 73, Yanni. 73. Crowd left, Yanni. 73. Crowd left, Yanni. No touch.
Right to the air, it's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 21-yard line.
Good, set. Phil King. No touch.
Trying again following the sack. Gets it to Paris Campbell. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Hey, Silver. 63. Crowd left, Yanni. No touch.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
No touch. 63. Crowd left, Yanni. Hey, easy. 63, bang. No touch.
Hurts now on 4th. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Raymond on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
We go, Clyde.
They send St. Brown in motion left. Off play action, Goff. He's on the move. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Goff on 1st and 10. Finds Laporta. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
From the 32. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. On the move, headed right. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Working inside the red zone. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Escapes the pocket. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
On 3rd and goal, Goff. Escapes out to the left. And he drives this forward to the 6. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
They'll go for it, Goff. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take the lead just before halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for 1 more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
She